Yo guys, let's talk about drumsticks and let's talk about the sticks that I use live and in the studio. And let's start with my universal drumsticks. By Vater, of course. I only play Vater, I'm endorsed by Vater, and it's just a brand that fits my playing, my personality as a drummer. And I like the way they make the drumsticks, the finish they use, and it always feels like you always have like a perfect pair. If it comes to the universal stick, this is the one that I mostly use live with Daredevils. And there's a reason behind it, because with Daredevils, I want to have that thick stadium rock sound. But we play 2-hour show, so you have to save your energy. And this drumstick helps me with that. And why is that? Because it's a little bit thicker. If I'm right, it's between a 5A and a 5B. And the weight of the stick is more in front of the stick, which helps me to put more weight in every drum. If you can put more weight in your drums, then you have a fatter drum sound. It doesn't mean I have to hit it hard to get a fat drum sound. It's more the mess behind the hit that gives me that full drum sound. It also has to do with my drum technique and the way I play, but that's something for another video. The universal drumstick feels like an extension of how I play, the technique that I use, and it feels just as one part with my arm. That's why I like this drumstick, especially live. Plus the whole stick has more weight to it in compare with the 5A. A 2B is too much for me. It's way too thick, my cymbals don't like it. And the tip of this one is what I really like. Let's see if the camera can get it right. It gives more like a fat sound. I don't need a detail right or a hi-hat sound with Daredevil. So this drumstick is perfect, and it's also really nice if it comes to doing tricks. Nice weight, nice balance. I know there are some drumstick trick haters over there, but you know, somewhere deep inside, you like it. Let's move over to the other drumsticks that I use from Vater. It's the 5A Acorn drumstick. And this one is a little bit thinner. So if I compare the universal with the 5A drumstick, then you can see that the 5A has a thinner tip, which gives me a more detailed right and hi-hat sound, which is something that I want in the studio and that I can play around with. Plus the 5A is more like a all-rounded drumstick. I use this a lot in the studio. I can use it for a lot of styles and genres. But again, if I want to have that fat drum sound, so if I have to play a classic rock tune, or I want to have that Phil Collins drum sound and get all the fatness out of the drums, I will still use the universal drumsticks. But mainly in the studio, I use the 5A Acorn drumsticks. I have played the Los Angeles, but I do like the Acorn tip a little bit more. Again, it gives me more detail. It's more HD on the right cymbal. That's it if it comes to the drumsticks that I use. Of course, I said it because I'm endorsed by Vater, but I am endorser by Vater because I'm behind the product. Before I became an endorser, I already played Vater. I have played all kinds of brands, but every time I came back on Vater because it's the way they make these drumsticks. It feels more consistent and they are hard to break. You know, they never break on the tip. They always break over here because I play a lot of rim shots. I even play rim shots on my toms. It's a really good drumstick. And the only thing that I can say to you is that you should try these drumsticks yourself because they are just awesome. They sound good. They play good, they feel good. They have a really big catalog, and somewhere in there, there's a pair that fits your personality. Let me know which Vater drumstick you like and have fun playing. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions or if you want to know anything about my drums, the way I record stuff or whatever, let me know below in the comments and I can make a video of that. So have fun playing and see you in the next video.